Hello and welcome back to Trad Tuesdays, and today we've got St Austell's Brewery from Cornwall. Now, as they always do, Trad Tuesdays, a little bit of the background. St Austell Brewery, it's got a history dating back to 1851 when the founder, Walter Hicks, mortgaged his farm. So basically mortgaged his farm, put everything into like a malting, and he had like I think it's like a wine sort of place, something at the time. In 1893 anyway, the business grew and he relocated to I hope I say this right, Tregonisi Lane in Cornwall, where it remains today, the brewery. So in St Austell. 1906, well, he had between 1893 and 1916, unfortunately, Walter lost his son. So I think it was a traffic accident, and his daughter took over in 1916 when Walter passed away. Now his daughter Hester took over as a chairman, and she was basically a driven businesswoman, and basically she had a fierce reputation. And the story goes that the first person to spot her coming into the brewery would tap on the water pipes just to alert everybody else to be on their best behaviour because she was on site. So that's interesting. Then all the way up to 1999. Then it was Hester didn't go from 1960 to 1999, but the next milestone basically was 1999 when Roger Ryman joined as head brewer at St Austell, and he was tasked with crafting small batch beers. He made an instant impact with Daylight Robbery Pale Ale, which was then rebranded in 2001 as Tribute. And I'm sure if you're watching this and it's St Austell, I'm sure you know the beer Tribute. A fantastic, absolutely superb beer. Along with other beers, he also got involved with Proper Job, Karev, and I think it's Menadu, which is a stout. Sadly, in 2020, Roger passed away with a brave battle with cancer, and Georgina Young took the reins, coming from Bath Ales. St Austell acquired Bath Ales back in 2016 and invested in the Hare Brewery. St Austell also have a small batch brewery located in the visitor centre, and that concentrates on limited edition beers, and they have quite a few of them come out as well. So small batch, limited edition, specialty type beers. St Austell currently has 190 pubs. St Austell is independent, family owned, and nearly all of Walter's descendants have a hand in the brewery. Well, they're all shareholders, but some of them are still actively involved in the actual brewery as well. So not just a shareholder, but actually involved in the brewery. The beers, I think I've mentioned, like I've got Tribute, Karev, which is a lager, Proper Job, Big Job, Menadu, Saison, and these other ones that come out on them small batches as well, them limited edition ones. And then they also have Hicks. Now, that's what I've got here. Now, I could only get this when I was down in Dorset. I had it in August, really enjoyed it, got it from Sainsbury's in Weymouth at the time, and I thought, that's going to be the beer I'm going to review when I do St Austell. So I came back up north, and I can't find it anywhere. And fortunately for me, I went back down into Dorset in October and grabbed a couple of bottles because I really enjoyed it. So there's a little bit of story behind it for me as well. So let's have a little read of the bottle. So it's Hicks. Walter Hicks was the founder. So it says there, St Austell Brewery, 1851, founded in 1851 by Walter Hicks in St Austell. And this is a traditional strong Cornish ale, bottle conditioned at 5%. So let's get it in, and then we'll do a little bit of reading on the back if there's anything on there. I'm sure there is. So the cap, it's got like get that the right way around. The cap there, like a castle, St Austell, 1851. Let's get the beer in the glass. So it's like a ruby copper going on to ruby in colour. It's forming a nice white head, and it is bottle conditioned, but like the one I had when I was down endorse it. It seemed to play nice, and any yeast stayed at the bottom of the bottle. And yeah, there's a little amount of yeast at the bottom of the bottle there. So there you go, in the glass. Clear, nice, looks like an ESB. It's got that copper amber going on. Absolutely fantastic. Just off white head. It's nice and it's creamy. It's got a creamy white head with some large bubbles in there, but it looks absolutely stunning. It really does. Pleased with that. Let's get the aroma. It's not hoppy, it's malty. It just wants you, it draws you in. I like malty beers, I like hoppy beers. But this is, it's got a little bit of earthiness, I suppose, there from the hops. But it's more about, for me, the malts in that. The malts are coming forward, and it's bready and maybe more biscuity. It's got like a cereal, a toastiness. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a toastiness there. What's the ABV on this one? 5% ABV. Okay, cheers. Let's get the taste. The first thing that hits me is a nice bitterness, and then a sweetness rolls forward, and then the bitterness takes it back. So it's really good. You get the bitter, sweetness from the malt, and then bitter again from that hop, and then that bitterness is long lasting, and it's lasting across my tongue. Going back in. There's definitely subtle licorice there. I don't know if you've used any sort of black painting or any roasted black malt there, but it's definitely a licorice there. There's a malt sweetness, caramel, and I always say it, sort of combine and go together. Caramel toffee, then you're getting this licorice, and then you're getting this really nice, clean bitterness across the tongue, which just dries the mouth out and just makes you want to go straight back in at 5%. It's cracking. It really is. It's superb beer. Let's have a read, see what it says on the actual bottle. It says, a legendary Cornish ale. Hicks is named after the brewery's founder, Walter Hicks. Full-bodied. I'd say it's more medium-bodied. For me, it's more medium-bodied. With flavours. Strong and distinctly Cornish. I don't know, I'm getting toffee, caramel, licorice, clean bitterness, and a bit toasty. Then it says, bottle conditioned beer contains natural yeast, pour slowly, leaving the sediment inside. Suitable for vegetarians and vegans. And then it says ingredients: water, barley, rye, hops, and yeast. Now, rye, you normally get a bit of spice. I can't say I'm getting spice. I'm just getting what I'm classing as a little bit of a licorice type note there. It doesn't really say anything else on there, but honestly, I thought this was an absolutely cracking beer, especially if you... Tribute is superb, Proper Job's superb, Big Job's superb, and when I tried Hicks, like I say, in August, I thought, that's also superb. St Austell Brewery do superb beers, and I'm so chuffed to be trying Hicks. And bottle conditioned, I think there's a few of theirs are bottle conditioned, if I'm right. It's possible that Big Job or Proper Job might be a bottle conditioned beer. I don't know. It's definitely malt. It's definitely malt. The hops are not, for me, they're not bringing anything but maybe a tad earthiness. and a little bit floral, but there's no fruitiness there for me. It's all about the malts with a clean bitterness. So the bittering hop is really clean. It's no astringency there. Don't know if I can get any more on the aroma as it's slightly warmed up. No, it's like I say, it's just malty. I'm not really picking up anything from the hops. It'd be really interesting to know what hops are in there, but 100% there's no American hop in there. It's got to be some sort of British hop. It could even be a Fuggle with that earthy and slightly floral note. It's Fuggle or East Kent. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if I can find out either. Oh, it's cracking beer. It really is. Well, there you go. There's another one. Trad Tuesdays. St Austell's Brewery. Independent. Family. All the way from Walter to now his descendants. And there's a lot of them, it says. And some of them are involved. And we're all shareholders. Some are involved. And some are just taking a step back. But they're still there. And that's why that's in this first lot of Trad Tuesdays for me. Okay, cheers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.